When driving through tiny Chesaning in the heart of Michigan farm country, you notice a cute, well-kept restaurant right on M57. Even though it's mid-morning in the middle of the week, the parking lot is quite full. This is no ordinary restaurant. Welcome to Junction of Hope.
Well, 40 years ago, I decided that I needed a child to love, so I went to an institution and brought home this little special needs guy, and then I decided that he needed some brothers and sisters, and so before it was all over with, I had collected several, and as my children aged, I had to change from a children's adult license to from a children's child license to an adult license. And at that time, I realized that they were all going to be graduating from their special ed programs because the state of Michigan educates through the age of 26. And then I just didn't want my family to all become couch potatoes. So I started looking into job opportunities, special employment, supportive employment, all sorts of things for about 15 years. And nothing I looked into seemed to be the answer. So I ended up going to Michigan State University and taking a class that taught how to do job developing, job coaching, deviated wage certificates, all of that sort of thing. And while I was sitting in that class, the instructor said that the businesses that were able to employ the most people with special needs was either motels or restaurants. Well, I live 6 miles from this restaurant, and I knew that it was either going to be put up for sale and someone was going to buy it, or they were going to close the doors because it was very dilapidated and was a long ways from meeting the health codes. So I just took the plunge. I went to see the lady who owned it and talked to her about purchasing and all of that. And it was quite an adventure because I had to end up buying it on a land contract from her because I'd never been a waitress, I'd never been a cook, I'd never been in business. So therefore, when I would go anywhere and ask, for financial mortgages and things like that, business plans, I got refused all the time because I didn't have any experience. So I bought it on a land contract from her, and it took me 3 years to prove that this whole concept could work.
And so this idea for a restaurant to provide meaningful employment for people with special needs became the first restaurant in the United States to be awarded a nonprofit status by the IRS.
I think the fact that it's a 501c3 is critical in bringing other people into the process, into the dream.
This is probably very hard to believe, but in the 13 years that we have been open, we have never had a negative customer. In fact, quite the opposite. We have customers that come back over and over and over. I mean, obviously, as you know, driving up here, we're kind of like out in the rural area, and so we're very dependent on our community for, keeping our doors open by supporting us. And but our customers will come in at certain times to be able to interact with a certain person with special needs. And if the schedule gets changed around, I have people that call me at home and say, I went in Saturday night to see my friend and he wasn't working. What's wrong? Is he sick? What's going on?
There are a lot of young people, not so young too, in the community that have special needs. And we are just we think it's so wonderful that she's giving the opportunity to feel better about themselves, because they really do. Our daughter just feels very important because she can come down here and work. So that's why we think this restaurant is something very special.
That's what this is about here. The people that work here, they're proud to come into work.
What is your job?
Buzz.
block the eyes, sweep, and vacuum, and everything.
That's a lot of work.
Yes.
What's the hardest part about your job?
Well, see, I can't mop from the kitchen. And my foster mom said you can't do that.
Do you like keeping the restaurant nice and clean?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, when you come to work, what do you do? What's the first thing that you do?
Come back here, eat lunch, and go back to work.
And go back to work. So, do you wash dishes?
Mm-mm.
What do you do?
3 bathrooms.
Oh, you take care of the bathrooms? So you're the reason they're sparkling clean, huh? Wonderful. So what do you do when you go into the bathrooms? What's the first thing?
Apron and gloves.
Apron and gloves. Then what comes next?
The mirrors.
Okay. So is it hard? Is it hard to get all the spots off the mirrors? You have to work hard?
And I love to get my paycheck.
And you love getting your paychecks?
Yeah. I love money.
What do you do with your money?
Cash them.
Uh-huh. Do you buy things? What do you buy?
Cheese puffs and applesauce. Gatorade. And applesauce and peaches.
Linda is a very good manager, and she doesn't let them get away with just anything, and that's great too. They do a good job.
Junction of Hope has all the ingredients for a successful business. Happy employees, great customer base, and a wonderful board of directors. And of course, an inspirational leader. So there's only one more question to ask. So how's the food?
I think it's great.